Welcome back to Best Futuristic Gadgets. Flying cars are already on sale, right now, with real prices, real delivery timelines, and real checkout buttons. A street-legal flying car with an FAA airworthiness certificate and an actual order list. A personal multicopter you fly with 15 minutes of training and no pilot's license. And a backpack helicopter that launches from a standing position, available to purchase today. 10 flying vehicles, all of them on sale, all of them in this video. Number 1. The Alef Model A is not a concept. It has an FAA Special Airworthiness Certificate and a waitlist you can join right now. This is a street-legal, airspace-approved flying car that drives on roads like a conventional vehicle and takes off vertically when roads run out or traffic makes them pointless. The Alef uses a unique lift system that allows the car body itself to generate aerodynamic lift during flight, a design philosophy that keeps the form factor closer to a car than any previous flying car attempt. Range figures cover meaningful urban and suburban trip distances in both driving and flying modes, enough to make the vehicle genuinely useful for the commutes and regional trips that the flying car concept has always been promising to improve. The price point is ambitious but real enough that reservation deposits are being taken and a delivery timeline exists. Flying cars have been promised since the 1920s. The Alef Model A is the one with a government certificate and an order form. Number 2. Jetson didn't announce a flying vehicle. They delivered one to paying customers who ordered it. The Jetson ONE is an ultra-light electric multicopter that anyone can own and fly, and people already do. Units have been delivered, customers have filmed themselves flying them over fields, along coastlines, above their properties. The product exists in the world because people bought it and Jetson built it. 8 rotors, carbon fiber frame, a safety system that maintains flight through multiple simultaneous motor failures. The engineering is serious. The experience of flying it is pure, immediate joy that no other personal aviation product in history has produced at this level of accessibility. The cockpit is open. You feel the air, the altitude, the sensation of genuine flight in something you're controlling with your own hands. Top speed of 102 kilometers per hour, a learning curve measured in minutes thanks to automated stabilization. Jetson called it the One because it was supposed to be the first personal flying vehicle for everyone. It's already in people's hands. That makes it exactly what the name promised. Number 3. Personal aviation has always required a pilot's license and a runway. The RYSE Recon removed both requirements and put it on sale. A single-seat electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft designed specifically for people who have never piloted anything. 2 joysticks, intuitive inputs, automated stabilization that manages the physics so the pilot manages the direction. The lowest barrier to personal aviation in history. The Recon lifts off vertically from any flat surface, needs no runway, and operates at altitudes that keep it clear of conventional air traffic and most regulatory complications. The electric powertrain is quiet and clean, delivering instant, responsive power that makes every input feel immediate. Built for agricultural access, emergency response, and personal transportation across terrain where roads don't exist or don't make sense. Real-world range, robust airframe, a price structure designed to reach actual buyers. Personal aviation used to require years of training and significant infrastructure. The RYSE Recon reduced both requirements to a deposit and a flat piece of ground. Number 4. First certified. Not first concept, not first prototype, first certified. The PAL-V is the world's first flying car to receive both road vehicle certification and airspace certification, meaning it is legally permitted to drive on public roads and legally permitted to fly in regulated airspace simultaneously in the same vehicle. The gyroplane configuration uses a rotor for lift and a propeller for thrust, a proven, safe aviation technology that provides the auto-rotation capability that gives gyroplane accidents a significantly better outcome than other light aircraft categories. On the road, it drives like a three-wheeled sports vehicle, narrow enough for standard lanes, fast enough for highway use, distinctive enough that you'll be followed the entire drive. In the air, it cruises at 180 kilometers per hour over distances that make regional point-to-point travel genuinely meaningful. Flying cars have been certified as prototypes and concepts before. The PAL-V is certified to be used by you, starting today if the deposit clears. Number 5. Every flying vehicle in this video gives you a seat, a joystick, or a cockpit. The CoolFly gives you a platform and your own center of gravity. This is the world's first stand-up, gravity-controlled eVTOL, a personal flight platform you stand on and steer by shifting your body weight, the same instinctive control system that surfing, snowboarding, and skating use. Lean forward to accelerate, shift weight to turn. The platform responds to your body with a physical directness that makes flight feel like an extension of movement rather than operation of machinery. No joystick, no pedals, no instrument panel. Just you, standing upright, moving through the air on a platform that responds to how your body naturally shifts. Electric-powered, vertical takeoff from any flat surface, compact enough to transport without a trailer. The CoolFly is already on sale for the person who specifically wants to fly standing up. Number 6. Flying an aircraft requires years of training. Flying the Hexa requires 15 minutes. A single-seat electric multicopter with 18 rotors, enough redundancy that the vehicle continues flying safely with multiple simultaneous motor failures, designed so that members of the public can fly it without aviation background, certification, or experience. Lyft operates Hexa at experience centers where anyone can fly. Takeoff, maneuver, land. A real aircraft on your first session after a 15-minute briefing that covers everything the automated systems handle on your behalf. The flight control handles the complexity. You handle the direction. Lyft is also taking reservations for personal ownership, the Hexa available to purchase for the operator who wants this capability at their own property rather than at a Lyft facility. Aviation always asked for years before giving you the sky. The Hexa asks for 15 minutes and then hands you the controls. Number 7. Personal air vehicles have failed for decades at the same 2 points: too complicated for non-specialists or too limited to justify the effort of becoming one. The pivotal Helix is the first one that successfully navigates both failures. A coaxial rotor personal air vehicle designed around sport pilot certification, the lowest regulatory tier for manned aircraft, achievable in weeks rather than years, accessible to anyone who can pass a basic medical exam. Pivotal built the Helix around this specific certification category from the beginning, rather than adapting a complex vehicle downward. The folding rotor system reduces the stored footprint to residential driveway dimensions. No airport, no hangar, no dedicated infrastructure beyond a charged battery and somewhere flat to depart from. Real-world flight performance for daily transportation use, not a weekend toy that lives at an airfield, but a vehicle designed to replace car trips for the owner who can spare a sport pilot license and a driveway. The Helix is on sale. Deliveries are scheduled. The personal air vehicle that actually works for daily use. Finally available. Number 8. This is not a vehicle. This is a human being who became an aircraft. The Zapata Flyboard Air, a carbon fiber wing worn on the back, powered by 5 jet turbines, makes its pilot a self-propelled flying object at speeds exceeding 160 kilometers per hour at altitudes above 3,000 meters. No cockpit, no seat, no frame. Your body is the fuselage, the control surface, and the pilot. You lean to turn, you shift weight to ascend. The machine responds to your body with a sensitivity that makes flight feel physical rather than operated. Frankie Zapata crossed the English Channel on this. 22 miles of open water, jet-powered, standing upright. If that doesn't establish the capability, nothing will. The training is extensive. The experience is exclusive. It is not for everyone, but the Flyboard Air is on sale for the people it is for. And for them, it's the most extraordinary purchase they'll ever make. Number 9. Every personal flight device requires you to get into something. The CopterPack Gen 3 straps onto you, and you leave the ground from wherever you're standing. Twin electric rotors in a rigid backpack frame, under 20 kilograms, vertical lift from a device you wear rather than a vehicle you board. The Gen 3 brings extended flight time, improved thrust efficiency, and a refined harness that distributes load correctly through the full flight envelope. Control through natural body movement, weight shifts translating to attitude changes with electronic stability assistance preventing overcorrection. The CopterPack is on sale. Units are being built and delivered. A backpack that flies you. That's the product. That's what's on sale right now. Number 10. Every other flying car in this video takes off from wherever it is. The Xpeng Aeroht drives to its takeoff point with the aircraft on its roof. A ground vehicle that carries a detachable eVTOL aircraft on its roof, driving you to suitable ground, deploying the aircraft, and then serving as your landing pad and ground transport when the flight ends. The land aircraft carrier concept eliminates the infrastructure dependency that every other flying car design requires. No vertiport, no helipad, no designated runway. Drive the carrier to open ground and take off from there, anywhere, on demand, without advanced planning or infrastructure access. The eVTOL carries up to 6 passengers with autonomous and piloted flight capability at speeds that make city-to-city aerial travel genuinely viable rather than theoretical. Xpeng is taking orders. The system is in development for production delivery. Every other flying car assumed the car could fly. Xpeng built one that carries the aircraft and solved the infrastructure problem nobody else tried to solve. Thanks for watching Best Futuristic Gadgets. Subscribe and stay upgraded.